In the outskirts of Kano, northern Nigeria, where the call to prayer sliced through the morning air like a steady heartbeat, a little girl named Odi once dreamed of becoming a doctor. She was 12 when her father made the decision. A decision that felt like a knife, sharp and cold. "School is for boys," he said, his voice final like the closing of a heavy door. "Your brother will go. You will stay home. It is Allah's will." But Odi knew the truth. Her father had enough money to send both of them. He just believed the girl's place was in the home or in a husband's house. From that day, Odi's mornings no longer smelled of chalk dust and new notebooks. Instead, she followed her mother to the market, balancing baskets of vegetables on her head under the hot sun. She hated the market. Not because of the work, but because every time she saw a girl in a crisp white school uniform, she felt a stabbing ache in her chest. She would glance away quickly, afraid someone would see her longing. Her father's stance on Western education was as unshakable as the old mosque walls. "It corrupts the mind," he'd say. "Girls who go to school forget their place." And when Odi turned 18, the iron gate closed tighter. Her father called her into the sitting room one evening, his prayer beads clicking slowly in his hands. "You will marry my friend, Alhaji Musa," he said, without looking at her. "He is a good man. Religious. He will provide." Alhaji Musa was 20 years older, with deep lines around his eyes and 2 wives already. Odi's stomach knotted so tightly she could barely breathe. That night, lying on her mat, she asked herself the question she had been too afraid to face for years. Do I have to follow the rules set by religion to please God, or can I choose a life of my own? And that was when the fire in her began to burn. She said no. Her father's rage was a storm, shouts, slammed doors, weeks of cold silence. But Odi endured it. She stayed home, worked in her mother's small provision store, and every night, she taught herself. She borrowed tattered textbooks from a neighbor's son, reading by the light of a single kerosene lamp. She learned English from old newspapers, math from used exercise books, and science from a second-hand radio program. The market became her training ground. She learned how to bargain hard, manage money, and win people's trust. By 22, she had her own store. By 24, she had enough savings to enroll in a distance learning program. The girl who once stood outside the school gates, watching others learn, now spent her nights writing essays, solving equations, and dreaming of the day she'd wear a graduation gown. When she finally got her certificate, she didn't tell her father. She didn't need to. Her success was not for his approval. It was for the 12-year-old girl who once believed her dreams had been buried forever. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting stories.